Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wiki Sasquatch channel. In this video I'm going to be reviewing the Masters of the Universe Origins Snake Mountain. Evil Stronghold of Skeletor. Let's look at the box art first. So, what you got? I guess that's Man-at-Arms or an Eternian Guard getting hugged by Too Bad. So again we get Too Bad teased, but no announcement of Too Bad yet. Then we got Screech and Buzz Off. And you got Manny Faces chained up there. And you got the face that looks like Sweetums from the Muppets. And you got a bunch of skeleton warriors like the ones I just did a review on. You got Evil Lynn and Webstore, and they're fighting the Green Goddess. And you got Stinkor, and looks like he's trying to attack Mossman along with the Snake Man. You got Tongue Lasher, King Hiss, and Rattler. You got Camocon, and you got Lord Grasp and Terror. I'm hoping they make those. They've teased them several times. Terror's kind of a mashup of Whiplash and Trapjaw and some others. And you got the long neck from Rattler. And then Lord Grasp, he's a mix-up of got Squeeze's head. You got Clawful's claw. And not sure about the rest, but they're mashups of stuff we've already had, basically. So they'd be easy to do. And you got Thunder Punch He-Man and Dragon Blaster Skeletor. And you got the snake for Snake Mountain and the wolf head, or I always thought it was a bat, but I guess it's a wolf head. And let's see, who else? We got Whiplash down here. I didn't mention him. I think that's everybody. Alright, let's look at the top of the box. Stronghold folds and opens for easy play. Striking Snake, terrify all intruders. Coil Bridge, scale the mountain. Trapdoor, capture enemies. Acid Pit, sink your foes. You sink them or you... It's acid, how do things live in it? Disintegrate your foes, I don't know. Secret Tunnel, sneak inside. And you got the Bone Throne, rule Snake Mountain. That's the coolest part of this one, I think. The Bone Throne. And then you got Stronghold Dungeon, bind and hold prisoners. Figures may not stand as shown, each sold separately, subject to availability. Colors and decorations may vary. Alright, now on the side we got the Talon Fighter, which I just did a review on, not the last video, but the one before that. So check that out. I think it looks like Tila in there. Then you got that, oh I forgot, the ghost of Snake Mountain. He's like the Snake Lord that haunts it or something. Right, on the back it says move cell from dungeon to trapdoor. So it can go over here or it can go under the trapdoor. Alright, we got more people on the back here, so let's look at that. These are actual pictures instead of artwork. Let's look at the side real quick. There's the, what's that called? I forget. Skeletor's skull shit thing. That'd be cool if we get that one day. It'd have to be a big one, though. That might be a crowdfunder, but they didn't put it on the Eternia's Choice, so I don't know. Alright, so we got the Point Dread and Talon Fighter, Mystical Outpost and Flying Vehicle. I just did a review on this. It's right there, actually. I got squeezed trying to... Fim Fang Foon's up there trying to attack it. Squeeze is snaking his way through Point Dread to try to get Eldor over there. Anyway, you got Mechanic, Heroic Periscope. And he's on the Ground Ripper, which is the Warrior Carrier. You got Fisto, heroic hand-to-hand fighter, and he's riding on Strador, his heroic armed warhorse. And then you got some skeleton warriors, which I just also reviewed in another video. There's some more of those. Evil Army of Skeletor. They look good on Snake Mountain. So I got all mine up here. I've opened a bunch of them. So I got a little skeleton warrior army. And we're going to try those out with Snake Mountain once I get it all displaying. Thunder Punch He-Man and Dragon Blaster Skeletor again. I just reviewed Dragon Blaster Skeletor also. Evil Leader and his Dreadful Dragon, and Heroic Leader with a Powerful Punch. Power Punch. Screech, he's the Barbarian Bird. Tongue Lasher, I still have not got my Tongue Lasher. I think I'm caught up on everything except for Tongue Lasher and the Many Faces mini comic version. So when those arrive, I'll be caught up with all of them, I think. He's the creature with the venomous tongue. And there's Ratlore, evil creature with the quick strike head. You got Triclops. That's actually the mini comic Triclops. And he's evil and sees everything. He's riding on the Roton, the evil assault vehicle. And you got King Hiss, dreadful disguise, leader of the Snake Man. And Frogmonger, dungeon dweller of Castle Grayskull. You got Many Faces, heroic human robot monster. And then down here you got Moss Man. They got him all decked out in the whole garb there. He's a heroic spy, a master of camouflage. And you got Slamurai, heroic master of martial arts. Alright, I think that covers the box pretty good. There's an overall picture of it. Alright, I opened the side here. So basically I just cut the tape, peeked inside, but there's the inside there. So this is the exciting part for me, because this is as far as I've gotten. Slide this thing out and figure out how to put it together. Okay, like I was saying with the Point Dread and the Talon Fighter, they got this worked in there like a puzzle, so getting this thing back in the box would be pretty tricky, because they had it down to a science. Okay, so I got everything laid out here. And the little critters are cool. I like those. They're rubbery kind of feeling. And I noticed all the creatures are all one color. Like I was talking about this. There's a couple of these little fellers that came with, I think the battle damage Battle Cat and He-Man, but they're all one color with their, except for the little yellow dot of eye. So that's kind of the style they go with for the creatures. And as I was mentioning in another video, I got these at Big Lots. I thought they looked kind of like those kind of creatures, and I'm going to paint them all one color and just give them a color like a yellow eye or red eye or something, and use those as little background creatures. They were $13 for 4. I think there's a different pack too, but they're pretty much the same bodies with different heads. And not too bad for $3 and something a figure, so you can have some more little creatures running around in Eternia. Okay, so I've got everything laid out here. I just want to say this snake, that is heavy. That is, I think it's probably hollow, but mostly, but it's still really heavy. And it's got the articulated jaw. I really like the snake. I just wish they had put some yellow detailing on it like the original. Now I'm torn. I was going to put this one facing the inside to show the inside of the playset, and use my old one to show the outside. But this snake's so cool, I don't know. I'm going to think about this. Anyway, I might have to detail him. I don't really like to paint on stuff unless I have two of them, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I may have to get another one. They're not that expensive. They're pretty decently priced, actually. So we'll see. Anyway, might be a custom video coming with this guy getting painted with some yellow detailing. Okay, so here's the contents. We got the main part here. You got the wolf's head. I like to call him a bat head, but I guess he might be a bat wolf. And unlike the original, it just goes to here. It don't have the long handle like the microphone did. And then you got the arch and doorway here. It'll go on there. I got closed up at the moment to make some space. We got the ladder here. Got the floor grate here. And you got the bone throne. That's over here. That's cool. You got 4 of these for the bridge. There's 4 identical ones. And you have the bridge. I looked for the second part of the bridge for about 10 minutes before I realized there's only one piece on this one. The original one, there was 2 parts of the bridge. But then you got your 3 little critters right there. You got your spider. And your little yellow guy. Kind of amphibious. And this little dragon looking guy. And what else? You got your weapons rack and 3 weapons. And these weapons are straight out of the Skeleton Warriors 2-pack. Exactly. Same color and everything. So I was playing around with it. I was trying to figure out how to put them on here. And this is the best way I could figure out. You put this one on here. It snaps on. And then this is kind of ingenious. You can snap this on here. Or you can snap the part that snaps on the wrist right there. And you can slide this sword right down in there. Like that. And that is pretty ingenious design. Whoever came up with that. I give you my salute, Mattel. But it looks like it should hold some more stuff. Because you got this big rack and you got all this empty space. I wish it had more places to put things, because the Skeleton Warriors come with all these extra weapons. They're identical to those, and they can only hold 2 at a time, so you end up with a bunch of extras. And that would have been really cool if you could have really decked that thing out with some of these extras, but looks like it's all it holds. So I don't know. If I get a second Snake Mountain, I may customize that rack a little bit too. But I do like that design. That is neat the way it snaps on there, and then the sword can just drop down in there. That looks pretty cool. Alright, and then you got the cage. What did I do? The floor? You got this floor piece. And then you got the cage, and it's got the 4-sided piece. It's got hinges, so they're already hinged together, so it just folds up like that. And you got a floor and a top. So let's see what we need to do first. The first thing is to put the mountain and the bridge on, and then put the rails on the bridge. And it goes in from the front and snaps on, clicks on. A little bit of a tight fit. Here we go. It's very snug. That's alright. You don't want it to be loose and wobbly. Very, very tight fit. Okay. Then the bridge. Let's see, the bridge goes. Trying to see, the bridge goes. There must be some holes here. I guess this is the hole. This one maybe? Or this one? These two. It's going to be these two, I bet. Okay. Because those are like little slots. There we go. There's the bridge. You can't close it while the bridge is there now. Just FYI, I wondered about that. That's why the other one came apart. You could separate it to close it. It's a little bit janky though, that two-part bridge. This one's definitely sturdier being one piece. So I do like that part of it. B1 inside view. So I gotta spin it around here. Okay. So the snake snaps in right here. You notice it's got 4 screws there, and it's very, it goes all the way back. It's very supportive. It's got to be, because this thing is so heavy. So it just snaps in here, I guess, like so. Alright, I guess that's how that goes. Oh yeah, because you can move this way, so. There. We'll look at that from the front here in a minute. And then we put the floor in. And let's do this floor first, since we did the snake already. So, if you can see, this is where it slides into right here. So, okay, this is, well, I'll tell you what, since I started making designs in the computers and stuff, everything fits so snugly. It's just amazing. I love it. So it's like it's one piece when you snap it together. No gaps, no looseness, no wobbliness. Alright, and then we slide this one into its slots. Yeah. Because even with this going down the way it did right there, it looks like it won't fit, and it just fits like a glove. Look at that. So sturdy. A little dust or powder or residue or something on this. Alright. And then if you flip this down, and we put our little creatures here. Okay. And then you got the bone throne. We didn't do it. And it has a little notch here. It goes right there. There we go. You have to kind of find it. Of Of course, you can take this out and set it on its own if you want. It covers up the that cool panel back there. So I don't know, if I was going to put the notch somewhere, I would have put it up here. Maybe they put it that way so it would be like, for closability, it's already in place, but it covers up all this cool stuff back here. There's this cool sticker back here, and when you put this in place, it covers it up. That little notch that plugs into things there, it makes it rock a little bit. I would have made it where it would sit really flush if you want to set it out on its own. So I don't know, that's just me. Because I would probably put it more like right here. But look how it rocks when you put it there, like a rocking chair. Anyway, for the sake of this video, I'm going to put it where it's supposed to go, which is right there. It actually even rubs the sticker, so it's going to wear down that sticker over time if it stays here, if you play with it at all. Okay, next we got inside view. We got the spider. He goes right above the doorway here on that little peg right there. There we go. That's where he goes. He also got a hole on his backside, so maybe he's got a different purpose. They don't say right here. He may tell us later. And then I already did the little creatures on the bottom. So we got to put our cage together and put our wolf head in and our ladder. And it just shows the ladder going right here. Actually, okay. Well, there's a place for it here and it snaps in, kinda. Okay, it's got little holes in here too. Oh, I like that. So it actually has a place where it stays, and if you close it up, it's there. I like that. Okay. Wolf head goes here. It just kind of has a clamp. There's clamps on there. It's got notches. Okay, I see now. The notches slide in here. There we go. The clamp just kind of supports it. Reinforces it, I guess I should say. This is the supports up here. Okay, very sturdy now. Alrighty. And then you got your armory. Where does it say to fit it? It just has it sitting here, so we'll set that there. And then the cage. So the cage is all hinged together like that. And it actually has a door that opens and closes, so that's cool. But we're going to fold all 4 pieces together here and snap them in. So that's the way they all are, I guess. Yeah, you can disconnect all 4 pieces if you want to. They're hinged, but they snap on. And you can open the door like that. Okay. And then the bottom, let's see, A1, B1. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to be the same either way. Okay, but I'm going to do it this way because it's actually marked. So I'm going to put the A1 facing the doorway here. So that's how it has it in the picture. But they should be the same, technically. Alright, that snaps together really firmly, so I don't know about taking it apart ever again, but one-time assembly, so there you go. Once you snap it together, you probably won't get it apart without breaking it. That's what that means. So I believe what this is saying is the letter side goes down, I believe. because it says A and B, and for A to be up here on this corner and that corner where it says, it has to be facing downward. And it's a one-time assembly, so let's hope this is right. Alright. Pretty sturdy once you snap it together. Okay, so it took me a second. Oh, I pushed the button accidentally. Here's the button for it. So if you push the button, it drops a person down into the cage there, and you can pull on this, just kind of flip that rock up and push the button. It locks it back in place, and then you can slide that out with your prisoner, and you can take him over here to Skeletor and slide him in, and it snaps in place, so it's pretty sturdy. Now this one's just where you have it's kind of storage for your prisoner here. It don't have a trap door over here. Be kind of cool if it had a trap door there too. But anyway, put him over here for storage so you can drop somebody in the acid next time. So you got options on how you want to torture your people. And let's see, let me find a subject here. Let's use old Zodak here. He fell off the shelf the other day. I haven't got a chance to put him back up there yet, so therefore you volunteered. Alright, so what you can do is, well, let's try the trap feature just for fun. Alright, and then let's see how well it works. Oh. Can't give me a stand on it. There we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It works good. Look at that. It might not work good 100% of the time, but it did the first time I tried it. And then you flip this back up. Move over so I can flip that up. Oh. Okay, so you can't flip it up with the person in there, really. Unless they lay all the way down. There we go. If they lay all the way down, you can. And every time I try to pull this out, I hit the button. Never fails. Like, you should have put the button somewhere else. So don't push the button when you push to pull it out. Then we're going to take him over here. And there he is. But he got loose. He's going to make a run for it. He's running for it. Get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, there's other pegs back here too. I didn't show you this. You can put the monsters further back if you want. He's like, I'm running for it. I'm getting out of here. Oh no, sploosh. And then take the top part off and he's like, oh no. I fell into the acid. I'm melting. Because that's what acid does. You don't sink in it, you melt in it. So anyway. Oh, what's this? I found something. Where's that go? This is the mystery piece. It's rubbery. And it looks like a tooth or a spike. It was laying in here. I don't know where it came from. There's a place here the spider could go to, I guess. I think I like him better there. You see him better. He blends in too well over that door over there. Maybe this goes... Okay, that might just go there. It's the same size as the holes for the monsters. So I think it goes on whichever one you're not using. Maybe. Okay. So now we got our victim being melted over here. I don't know, but he's a master of the universe, so if he gets out of the acid, maybe he didn't melt because he's got superpowers. So, which way does he want to go? Does he want to... He'll probably stop at the weapons rack and steal him something and then take off up the ladder. But wait, that's how he got trapped before. So is there another way out? Yeah, there's this way. Whew. Man, I'm out of here. So there's the inside features pretty much. Of course, you got the Skeletor chair. I have to get me a Skeletor down off the shelf here. Let's just try him in the chair here. I got the Dragon Blaster Skeletor, but I have a feeling he won't fit on there with that Dragon Blaster backpack. But he's about the same as Skeletor body-wise, so... Alright, so he fits as far as his head doesn't hit and stuff. He doesn't really sit completely down on the chair when he's sitting up straight. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It looks good. It looks like he's sitting there, but he's not. His bottom's not touching. But his head, he got the headroom. And as you can see, that's what it looks like when he's sitting. You know, we're close to sitting on the bottom. Now you can make him sit on the bottom, but he has to lean to the side there. Which maybe, you know, Skeletor's kind of relaxing a little bit. That might be alright. That looks pretty good. Skeletor kind of kicked back. Put his feet flat. There you go. He kind of kicked back. That's not too bad. I guess Skeletor don't have to sit straight up in this chair all the time. So his bottom's actually touching the chair now. That don't look too bad. It looks pretty natural that way, actually. So, okay. And this is not Skeletor. He's just a stand-in. Alright, we can move this and pretend he's working on something over here on this machine. He's just got about the same kind of headroom as Point Dread does. Dang. Can't get over here to work on it. Ow. Ow. There. So, anyway. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I wish this was where you could get to it better. You know, it's just a sticker. It looks like it should have some kind of function. Alright, let's try closing it. We have to do something with that bridge. So let's just have to pop it loose every time. That seems like that would wear out fast. It's not really designed to pop in and out easily. There's nowhere for the bridge to go really when you close it. Alright. There's that snake's okay. What's missed? Okay. The cage will not close with the ladder there. Nothing will close with the ladder there. So you have to move the ladder to close it after all. I thought that would be cool not to have to move that ladder every time. I like the latches. The latches are good, but as far as the actual close it up case, you have to move this bridge off every time. That's going to wear that little tab down and it won't stay on. And the ladders, they really got nowhere to go. So as far as like a fully contained carry case kind of playset, I'm going to have to give it a fail on that. That's kind of cool though. The the passageway is, when the case is closed, the passageway is closed. I like that. That's neat. I don't know if that was by design or just coincidence. Okay, so let's open it back up and check out the outside play features. Let me make sure I told you right. I wonder if... I can't figure out a way to get it all inside and close it. I tried rearranging things, giving every benefit of the doubt, and just, it ain't possible, I don't think. If somebody can figure out a puzzle scenario to get everything inside and close it, let me know. I just can't figure out a way. I'm sorry. I tried everything. It ain't possible. It's not possible. If somebody figures it out, let me know. So I'm not closing mine up anyway. I'm going to be displaying it. Put everything back where it goes. Alright, so let's put our bridge back. So this is pretty much the angle it is with the bridge in place. It's going to be that way. So let's look at our outside play features. You have the wolf head that spins. So it's a play feature, I guess. And you got the jaw that moves. It's got a little lever inside. So there's that. It pretty much stays in the closed position if you're not holding it open there. I guess you could have it trying to eat somebody. So that's kind of cool. Instead of just talking. This always reminds me of Sweetum from the Muppets. Anyway. Okay, you got your bridge that you can go across. And it's a pretty sturdy bridge. You can dance on it. They stand on it really good. The original one was hard to get them to stand on it. You had to kind of arrange them to hang off so that they wouldn't fall. But this is actually level enough that you can probably pose 2 or 3 figures on there and they not keep falling off. I like that. It's got foot pegs here and there. So even if you were having trouble, you could use the foot pegs. Let's see. So you could have the good thing about foot pegs is you could have them doing some stunts, action poses. So there's that. You can make them be climbing the steps and not fall off. I've managed to get mine to kind of balance themselves. And it's a art form. But with the foot peg, you could have a better chance. Let's see. There you go. You can have them look like they're charging up the steps with a sword or something. And, you know, I actually have mine doing that. For example, I got Triclops. He is actually just balanced on the old one up there. He's fallen off a few times. But for the most part, he stays pretty good. But it's an art form to balance that. With the foot pegs, I wouldn't have to worry about him falling off. And as you can see, he's kind of leaning against the rail here and looks like he's about to fall over. And Beastman, I got his foot propped up there. It's actually twisted back towards him and tucked under the bridge there so I can make him stand. So you can see how bent over. Let's see if I can get a straight shot. You can see how slump that bridge is. That's pretty much a level shot right there. It just dumps them forward basically. So with this one, you don't have that problem because it's level and it's got foot pegs. And like I said, you know, look how far he's hanging off. That foot peg lets it really stay on there. So some people don't like foot pegs. I don't mind them. Not a big deal. They're not that noticeable. And then, of course, there's this one up here, so you can have him do all kinds of stuff up here. Look at that. 1 foot, bent over backwards. Look, Ma, 1 foot. So that part's good. Alright, then we get to, oh, we saw this a while ago, where that's got the little vines. The old one just has a hole there. So that's kind of cool. They're pretty sturdy. They're very rubbery. I don't know how good that's going to hold up. Rubber deteriorates sometimes faster than plastic. Alright, let's look at the gate here. Let's move him out of the way. So you got the gate that opens. The other one would just swing open, and if a lot of times it would stay, you couldn't make it stay shut. So this one actually clicks, so you can have more control about keeping it shut. So I like that part. That's a plus. Snakehead's not painted. It's just green molded, where the original had that yellow paint stripes and stuff and eyes. And so that's a negative. Also, the other snake would just like swing around. This one's got some articulation, but where the articulation is right here. It doesn't really swing around, it just goes up and down. Like that. So I don't know. I think I like the fact that it would swing in. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. The head does articulate though, so that's a plus. And the jaw opens and closes. Definitely a plus. Just wish it was painted mainly. I'm okay with the articulation. If it was painted, I'd be pretty happy with it. Now getting it to actually hold something in its mouth is a different thing altogether. I guess it kind of, you can kind of get it to hang there, but it don't look like he's chomping on it really. That's alright. I'll probably have somebody with a sword looking like they're trying to fight it. Like that. When I display it. Alright, and other than the chains over here, I covered about everything. Now this one, the old chains were like a C clamp kind of thing. This one actually is rubbery instead of plastic. It actually slips over the hands, so that's different. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, they're very rubbery compared to the original being plastic. And it's probably easier to pop their hands off and put them back on, to be honest, than to try to slip them through there. The fisted ones are okay, I guess, but the open hands, it's probably easier to just pop them off. Now, the place they need a foot peg, and they don't have one, is right there. But anyway, somebody said you can make them sit down if they get tired, so that's cool. Yeah. I'm bored. I'll sit here, I guess, till somebody comes rescues me. Helps me escape my chains. But I guess, I don't know. It really needs a foot peg right there, if anywhere. That's probably one of the main places that needed one. Same problem with the original one. They want to kind of either hang off forward and it look kind of weird, or they'd fall off completely. Alright, that doesn't look too bad, but I'm feeling that's I'm gonna come back in the morning, it's gonna be like that. I guess. Not too bad, I guess, but see how they hang off like they're trying to commit suicide and the chains won't let them? I don't know. I just need a fit peg so they can kind of be standing there more naturally, like, darn. What am I going to do now? I'm in chains, you know. I guess you can do them kind of like that. But then they look like they not even realize they're in chains. They're just standing there. I don't know. That's not too bad. I guess that's the best way. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, this thing wasn't even $80, I don't think. And it's pretty big. So it's got a lot of features, a lot of articulation. Overall, I'm happy with it. There's a couple of cons, like the snake not having the yellow paint. If that was going to make it cost $20 more, though, I guess I'd rather be able to put that $20 toward a second one and make a custom snake put there. And let's see, the only other con is you can't close it with everything inside. But on the other side of that, we had the original Snake Mountain that you could close it with everything inside because it didn't have anything inside. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to call that a fail. It's a con, but it's not a fail. I'd rather have the extra stuff and not be able to close it with everything inside. If I was a kid taking this to grandma's house, it'd be a different story. But as an adult collector displaying, I think I like it the way it is. This piece I still haven't figured out. It can go to different places, I guess. I think it just goes down here, though. There's supposed to be another one. There's still another peg there. But it didn't show it on the... Okay, there it is. I see it. It didn't count it as on the contents list, but it had it right there in the picture, so... Okay. So I'm happy that I got my Snake Mountain all out of the box finally, because now I can do a lot of cool shots and displays and have it as a backdrop. And so you'll be seeing this in a lot of my next videos in the background and stuff. But try out something real quick. So you know, glow in the dark, and you don't have to have much. Just enough to light the face of Snake Mountain in the background. And look at that. That is cool. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe so you get notifications when I do videos coming up, like Lady Slither and Duplicate and Fangor and the Diabolical Snake Man 4-pack. And you can click in the lower left corner there to subscribe, or click on the upper right corner to see my playlist of other Masters of the Universe Origins reviews. Thanks for watching.